because sometimes you know, so you know how this works.
Okay, it's recording now. Thank you.
Okay, so you know how this works. With the angels, we only do the angel readings once every 6 months. They don't want to see you. They don't want me to give you a reading closer together than 6 months.
Okay.
So like they don't want to see you every month. Like I do readings every month. That's too much.
Got it.
For you.
Got it. Okay. Understood.
Yeah, because otherwise, you know, you're just listening to them and you're not living your own life. God gave us free will, and so, you know, we have. I'm not trying to get religious, but the universe gave us free will. We have free will, and so we want to live. We want to make our own decisions and live our own life. The angels are here for guidance and can help you with that, and can help you see the future.
Wonderful. Yeah.
And see, but again, our future is not set in stone. It's set in sand. So, you know, if the angels say, "Oh yeah, I see you going here or there," and you say, "No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go there," and you don't, because you, of course, the person makes the decisions on what happens to your future.
Got it.
Okay, so nothing that the angels see for you means that has to happen.
Got it.
Okay.
It's kind of same thing as like a prophecy in a sense.
Yes.
Where
yes.
it's like an ideal or
Yes.
a projection of what could be if I continue
on your path.
on my path. But if I decide to change, then it's malleable.
Then the whole thing changes.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I don't know how to explain it properly.
No,
but
that's
I get it from the
exactly.
advocacy perspective. Yeah.
Very good. Yes, very good. Get her case right where we're at. Right? Very good. So, also,
That's okay. We're talking about the angels. You were
oh,
talking about.
yes. I want you to think of me like a big telephone receiver. So when I'm telling you something, and if you have a question about what I'm saying, or if you have a question for the angels at any time, just as you would in any conversation, just ask the question. You don't have to wait till the end or for me to ask you what you want or anything like that. Just talk to me as if we're having a conversation.
Got it.
Because you're having a conversation with your angels, and so I'm picking up on your guides and your angels. Okay. Okay, so and we're going to record it, and I'm going to ask you to start out by just seeing what the angels are going to want to give you. Or just a little word for today, tonight. How do you want to take them out of there?
Beautiful. Should I show you?
Yeah. Healing.
That's what I want.
That's what you want is healing. Well, see, aren't they wonderful? Great. I'll just do healing. So that's your word for tonight. Today. That's great. And if it's okay with you, I am going to smudge around you. This is just lavender and peppermint and blessed holy water.
Totally fine. Bring it on.
Okay. Just smudge around you.
Yeah. You're a very sweet lady. Your energy's so cool.
Oh, thank you. You're very sweet too. This is a I got another bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, this one shouldn't put the label on. It's the same stuff.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And one more thing is Archangel Michael has been around to me, and I think he's around for you also. So I'm going to ask if you want to. You don't have to do this, but this is essential oil, and it's Archangel Michael's oil. And if you just want to take like a little drop like I did and put it on your wrist.
Okay. Doesn't matter what rest.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I've had an injury here before too, and I'm a
okay.
chiropractor, so
Oh,
why not?
wonderful,
right-handed,
beautiful.
yeah.
Oh, I love chiropractors.
Thank you. If you need anything, we can connect.
Yeah.
I would love to help you too.
Oh, okay, thank you. Where do you practice at?
I am currently unemployed.
Oh.
I can share my story with you whenever we get a chance of talking.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I moved to Michigan.
I see Michigan.
Yeah, and I have no affiliation to the school. I
Oh.
just lived in the same town.
Oh, okay.
And my wife and my son moved out there to be closer to her family,
Oh, okay.
her mom, and to help with the baby. And I couldn't find work out there, so I literally just moved back home, which is the suburbs of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Burridge. I'm living with my dad and trying to find work while my wife and my son are in Michigan, and we're recently separated too.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well,
So-
don't tell me anymore.
Okay, okay, all right.
I won't let the angels talk.
All right,
Okay.
sorry.
That's okay. Oh, you are recording it. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's just get hold your hands if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna take in a few deep breaths. Breathing in and release. Oh, and your first again is
Jasper.
Jasper.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So again, breathing in Jasper. And release. Again, breathing in and release. We ask that Jasper's angels and guides come in tonight to give him information that he might need or want. I'm just going to take a few seconds to talk to them, and then I'll give you some information. Okay, well, the angels are telling me they're very happy that you come to them, and they wanted me to tell you that they are with you, and they have been with you for quite a while. Actually, they're telling me, well, all of our angels have been with us since birth, but you've been aware of them, actually, pretty much. At least one of your angels, anyway, since birth. You have three of them, three guardian angels that have been with you since birth, but I think you're more aware of one of them. And Archangel Michael has been. Archangel Michael is really strong tonight. He was with somebody else that came in tonight too, but he's with you also, very strong. He's protecting you right now. He wants me to tell you that he's going to. He wants me to tell you that he's.
Hey guys, can you please keep it down? Excuse me, do you guys mind keeping your voice down?
Yeah, I don't think they can.
Archangel Michael. Yeah, Archangel Michael is telling me that he is been with you for a little bit here since you've been dealing with some situations in your life, and he wants me to tell you he's going to stay with you. The archangels are special. Well, all the angels are, but the archangels special can be with many people at the same time. That's what they do. That they're kind of like, they're very versatile, and so he's going to stay with you and help you through many things.
Suck down, swallow, no.
Yeah.
Many things over this next few months. In fact, he wants me to tell you to ask him when you are feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling like, oh, I just can't do one more thing. Ask him. He'll help you get through the next thing that you have to do. There's not going to be a lot of that, though. I'm making it sound like this next few months is going to be really hard. It's really not going to be that hard. He's going to help pave the way for you also, to make things a little easier, to help you find work. I do see, I know that you already told me that you were chiropractor, so I'm not getting this from them, so I'm getting that from you, so I want to make sure that nobody thinks that I just pulled that. But the chiropractor, the work that you do is, I do feel as if you're going to be finding that work again here, though, in Michigan. Okay, it feels like it's going to be closer in here. I'm not sure where you said you were from, I don't remember, but I don't want to say for sure like Schaumburg, but somewhere in that kind of area, like Schaumburg or where that type of, I'm not from Chicago, so I don't know the suburbs that well, but that kind of, there might be some suburbs that are around that area that I'm not aware of. But that type of area, that where you'll do really, really well there.
Okay.
Possibly Niles. Okay, there's another. I'm from Niles, so possibly Niles.
Okay. Can I ask you?
Yes.
Does Glen Ellen ring a bell to you? Does that resonate with what you're
Glen
thinking
Ellen
of?
sounds okay.
Glen
Yes.
Ellen, Lombard.
All those sound good.
Okay.
Yeah, any of those. It's definitely suburbs. It's not in the city.
Okay.
Okay, it's not Chicago. It's out here. Is
Good,
Glen
'cause I
Ellen
don't
and
vibe
Lombard?
with Chicago.
Oh.
It's too busy for
Yeah.
me.
But is Glen Ellen and Lombard and all those are kind of out in this
Yeah,
area.
they're all in the area.
Okay.
They're like maybe 25 minutes from here.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe a little
Perfect.
less.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
within like a 30-mile.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're showing me.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I'm seeing, and I think that they will. They're going to give you some. Oh, yeah. Okay, they're going to give you some signs of which areas, or which offices to maybe contact, and which doctors might be looking for somebody or wanting to add to their practice, kind of thing. They're going to be giving you some signs, and they want me to tell you that. Now, the signs that they're going to be giving you. One of the things with signs is you never want to tell the angels what the sign is, but just to ask for a sign. Okay.
Okay.
So just say, give me a sign as to which office or which practice I should join, and they'll give you the sign, and you'll know it when you see it. Okay. But don't tell them what the sign has to be. Okay. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So that's how they want you to do it, and they will give you a sign, because there is definitely some. I think there's going to be actually 2 or 3 practices that you would consider joining.
Okay.
Okay, here. They tell me that you do miss your wife and your baby quite a bit, obviously. I do. When you find yourself settled, I do see her coming back with your child too. And I think that okay. Now I say this very gingerly. I don't know for sure she'll stay. Okay? She may come back, but she may not stay.
Okay.
Okay?
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, the important thing to her is family. Okay? And her family, she thinks, is in Michigan, but it's not. You're her family. But right now, she's not seeing that clearly. When she comes back, she will. Hopefully, she'll begin to notice that. But the angels are telling me that she may not quite get it. So, what they're saying is then it will be more up to you as to what you want to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's not to say that she may come back again, you know? She may go back and come back again. So it's just where you will be with how that all plays out.
Okay.
Okay? So it's just for her to make the realization of who family is. You know, of course her family is her family also, but you also are her family, so making that decision for herself. You know, they're telling me that she is, you know, she's a very nice woman also. she just is very connected to her mother. So, you didn't really ask me too much about that, so I'm just gonna let that go for now.
So you can like take a look into like prosperity, like financial for me by chance?
Sure,
Okay.
let's look at that.
All right.
So once you find your home as far as working, where you're going to work at, I do feel as you know you are good at what you do. You do have healing hands, as you spoke of before. You do have healing energy. So as you get your practice, once you get into a practice, you will be able to build that practice to a pretty good level where you're going to be busy pretty much all the time. So, and as you stay out here in the suburbs, you're going to be able to make more money. So your financial picture is going to look really pretty good as far as an income goes. But also, what they want me to tell you is, and I don't know if you're already involved in this, I feel like you might be like on the edges of it, but I do feel as if you could also do really well with investments. Are you already investing?
I want to.
Okay, well, investments would be another place where you could do well.
Yeah, I've been thinking about real estate investing.
Okay,
And then also investing in,
they're not really talking about real estate, they're talking about the stock market.
oh, okay.
I can't even thought about that.
Yeah, index funds is kind
Yeah,
of where I've
index
been,
funds, yes.
that's what I've been leaning
Exactly.
towards. I
Exactly.
haven't done anything with it yet, but I
Okay.
am planning to.
Okay,
Yeah.
that would be what they're telling me that you could do okay with, and you could eventually build it to something where you could, where you would have an income, a secondary income from eventually. Obviously not right away, but eventually you would have some secondary income from
Okay.
that. So you would have it from your practice, and you would have it from your index funds, and then, continue to build on it. And eventually maybe real estate also, but really they were saying in investments.
Got it.
When I was talking about when I was talking about the investments, when I was talking about the secondary income from the healing practice. The healing practice is going to be really important. Also, we probably already thought about this, but they want to mention also, sometimes they get really specific about this kind of stuff, is having lines of products in your practice. I'm sure you already do that already, but for some reason they want me to mention that. So make sure you do that too. To sell as another way to generate income. So, so they're very positive about your ability to be able to work, and I think you're going to have a choice of where to who to work with.
Okay.
I do think it's going to be just you and another man somewhere. And again, I think it's going to be your choice. So I don't want to say which where exactly, because it's going to be for you to make that choice.
Got it.
Are you a runner? Do you run?
I want to get back into it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
were a
into
runner?
fitness. I got into running more recently because
Okay.
I wanted to lose weight
Oh.
and keep my heart healthy,
Oh, okay.
but not really from
Okay.
like a passionate standpoint or anything like that.
Okay. For some reason they're showing you running, so maybe that's just what that was about. They were showing me that you were running, and
Maybe running away from all my problems.
no, this is going to be a year of okay, so you know how we have different years that seems like different things going on, like, well, obviously the year that you became a chiropractor, that was the year graduating and all that. And your marriage. This is going to be a year of transformation. And so this is going to be your and of establishment. So this is what this year is kind of going to be about. So establishment, transformation. This is what this year is about. So the running will be a part of that. And they're telling me is if you choose, again, this is free will stuff, but they're telling me that if you choose to use the running as a way of working with that as a stress reliever, that you'll end up feeling a lot better about some of the things that are happening, you know,
Got it.
with your life.
Noted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I feel as if you already were doing that. That's what I was getting. So maybe you weren't. Maybe
Yeah,
you
it's
weren't.
been consciously on my mind.
Okay, maybe that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Yeah. Probably even tonight I was going to start, so that's interesting.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, they're encouraging you then to do it. All right. And so also,
Got a question
Yes.
regarding the angels. You said
Yes.
there was one that I kind of have been connected to a little bit more. Is that right?
Since birth, yeah.
Since birth.
I've been aware of more. Do you know who it is?
Well, can I share something with you?
Sure, absolutely.
My mom passed in
Oh.
2007,
Oh.
and I always look at her as an angel.
Okay, I'm sorry, this is the way that I have been trained with the angels, and that is that, okay, so your mom, I know, is a very special soul,
Yeah.
and she is there watching out for you and with you, and taking care of you, but people who have had a human life on earth do not turn into angels.
Okay.
Angels are like a different race of beings, with
Got
a different
it.
energy level. Angels, we vibrate like this, if you could see us
Okay.
as an ethereal person.
Okay.
We vibrate here. Angels vibrate
Okay, like a very
very
frequency.
high, by very high frequency. They're very high frequency, and they've never lived a complete human life.
Got it.
Okay, they can take a human shape and come in and be a human for
Where we can visually
well,
see
we can
them.
visually see them for a very short time, as in like a tow truck driver who gets you out of the snow, or somebody who pulls up a car and gets you out from underneath the car when you're trapped or something. But they don't ever live the life of a mother or the life of Uncle Joe or any of that.
Or a best friend.
Our best friend.
Oh, okay.
No, they don't live a whole long life.
Okay.
They just have a very short periods of time where they take human shape and human form,
Interesting.
and then they're gone. That's how you know an angel's been in your life, because if we have somebody in your life that just was there for a very short time,
And then I probably never saw
and never
them
saw
again.
him again,
Interesting.
that's an angel. Yeah. So, but you can have angels that have been with you very long for short times, or for your whole life, but you sense them more than see them. But you can see them too sometimes. If you've ever felt that vibration around you,
Okay.
that you have.
I have.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the angels, and
Okay.
that's how you can sense it. But your mom is, I'm sure, with you.
Got it.
I'm not a medium, which is something I have to always explain to people. The difference is I'm not a medium, so I do not see people who've passed over. Now, sometimes angels will tell me something about people who've passed, not always, but sometimes.
Okay.
But I don't talk to people who've
Got
passed
it.
over.
You're not connecting
I'm not
to
connecting.
a different soul that
Yeah.
was like out there.
No, I'm
Okay.
just to that higher frequency.
Got it.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's not fun.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I can't really think of it consciously, but I'm sure I felt it.
Yeah, I'm sure you felt it
Yeah.
also. And sometimes we were like very small, like an infant, when you really knew that the angel was there, and then you forget because you get older. So I feel as if that is more in line with what yours was, as you were very small when you saw the angels, or felt the angels too. Well, I think you saw them. I think you really did see them. I wonder if you could, since your mom's going to cancer, but your dad, I don't know how close you are with your dad, or if he was around a lot when you were really little, but
We're closer now,
mhm.
but he was working all the time when I was little.
Maybe your mom told him something, but if you could feel like you could ask him
Yeah.
if you ever like when you were little, if you ever said anything about having a imaginary friend or that kind of thing, or saw something, like when you were little, you talked about something like that, because I feel as if you did have something like that
Okay.
that you saw, and that would have been your angel.
Got it.
Instead of, an imaginary friend, you saw an angel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are angels with every human being?
Every human being has an angel, yes.
Okay.
Yes, every human being has a guardian angel. And actually, in my experience, having been doing angel readings now, almost everybody has 2 or 3 angels,
Okay.
guardian angels. Rarely do they have just one. Now, some people will have, little tiny angels. Some people have great big angels. That's all different.
Okay.
But yeah, everybody has angels. Now, your angel, they're pretty just normal size, like human size angels. And angels also are neither male nor female, but will present as either or, because it's easier for us to identify with them.
Okay.
And your angels do present as female.
Okay.
Both of them, actually. There's 2, one on this shoulder, one on that shoulder. But you definitely have Archangel Michael with you right now. And as I said, the archangels will stay with us, for as long as they think we need him. And he thinks you need him right now. So
Yeah.
he's definitely with you. He just call on him for power and protection. That's what Archangel Michael is about, power and protection. So whenever you need something that you feel like you can't get through, anything that you can't do, mentally, physically, emotionally, just call on the power of Michael, and he'll help you.
Okay.
Just say, Archangel Michael, I need a little help, and he'll come and help you.
Great.
Okay?
Okay. I never even heard or thought of that before.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Oh, yeah. He's the, in the Catholic system, he is the patron saint of police officers.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's always the protector. He's the archangel with the sword.
Okay.
So he's the one who cut something down,
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that when we're done. Thank you.
Yeah. So, but you have 2 other angels that have been with you since birth. Archangel Michael comes in and out with people, because archangels don't usually act as a guardian angel. They act as, they're like the overseers.
Okay.
Okay, there's 4 archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Those are the 4 archangels.
Okay.
The overseers. And they come in and out of people's lives. And right
Got it.
now, Michael's in yours right now.
Okay, that's beautiful.
So, but you have 2 other females that present as female, and they're very kind. Well, all angels are very kind, but these are extra emotional, kind angels, and they tell me that they wrap their arms around you, and they hold you at night, especially, and they are they're just ready to help in any way possible. So they tell me that please ask them to help you, whatever you need. They don't care what it is. They'll help you find your shoes. They'll help you find your keys. You can't ask for anything too small with angels. This is another thing that a lot of people don't realize. You can ask them for small things, you can ask them for big things. It doesn't matter, they'll help you with whatever it is. So you can say, help me find my shoes, and then there'll be your shoes sitting there where you might have looked 10 times before. There all of a sudden will be your shoes, or you can ask them to help you with your relationship. It may not happen instantly, but there'll be some kind of help that will come with your relationships. Or help me find the right job. Give me a sign. Where's the right place for me to work? And give me a sign, and they will help you with that.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen instantaneously. They're not Santa Claus. They're not gonna, if you need a new car, they're not gonna drop the new car on your driveway, but there will be a way that they help, and you'll be surprised at how it comes to you.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the help that is right there for you always, forever, for the rest of your life. But you have to ask.
Okay.
The thing is, you have to
And
ask.
I don't ask for help from
No,
anybody.
you don't.
Sometimes I do from God. But
Yeah, well, God and the angels are one and the same.
Got it.
Angels are like God's mind.
Okay.
Okay, the word angel means messenger. So if you want to think of it's kind of like God giving you his mind, his message.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah. So ask the angels, they will help you with anything at all. You know, again, it's not Santa Claus, so it's not gonna be like Christmas morning and it's gonna be right there in front of you, but it does sometimes, it's just literally, like with the shoes and keys and stuff, I've had many times where I couldn't find something and I said, you know, angels help me, and I know I've looked at that spot 100 times and then right there's my shoes, you know. So I don't know how that happens, I don't know if my eyes just can't see and then they can see, I don't know what it is, but there it is, you know. So that's how they can help.
Thank you. Now I catch myself doing this a lot. I'm in between making a decision between two things all the time.
Yeah.
Like work, I'm like, should I work for someone else or start my own practice?
Yeah.
Should I stay with her or should I not?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm always so indecisive, but literally I'm always on the fence.
Yeah.
And I feel like I kind of hold that tension right here.
Yeah.
Should, in this case, what would your recommendation be?
I would begin to ask the angels to help you with decision making.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I would say, help me make a decision, or should I do this or that. I would ask for signs.
Okay.
Ask for signs. Tell me, give me a sign, you know, about this situation. Don't be specific as to, you know, give me a sign as should I stay or should I go.
Yeah.
Don't do that, but just give me a sign about this situation.
Okay.
And then there'll be, there'll be a commercial, there'll be a show, there'll be an article, there'll be something that you'll read that will pertain to that situation and help you to make a decision. See, they don't want you to live their life. They want you to live your life. You see what I'm saying?
I see it.
So they're gonna help you to make the decision, but they don't wanna make the decision for you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay, so I would just say, help me, give me a sign to help me with the situation.
Okay.
That's how I would say it. And they will find a way to give you something, whatever it may be. Maybe a TV show, maybe an article in the newspaper, it may be a conversation with a friend. It could be anything that will help you with that situation.
Okay.
Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, it's really it's amazing when you start working with the angels and asking them for help. Asking is the main thing you have to do. You always have to ask because they can't. The way that I have been trained and my understanding as I've worked over with them for the last 30 years is they cannot step in to help you unless you ask because of the free will factor.
Got it.
Okay? And the only time they can step in to help you is if you're in a bad car accident or something that's going to take your life and it's not your time to go.
Okay.
So then they can step in without your asking. But other than that, they cannot.
Got it.
Okay, so that's how it works.
I learned so much from you today.
Oh,
Thank you.
well, I learned a lot from you too.
So much gratitude.
So nice to meet you. So nice to meet you. I just love your name too. It's such a cool name. I guess we are probably out of time. So.
Okay.
But good luck.
Thank you.
And I know things are gonna go well for you.
Thank you.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get things are gonna turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me some guidance from the angels, and thank you for your energy and being that person to connect
Oh, good.
the dots for me.
Oh, good.
I don't know what route my future is going to take, but I'm going to start asking for help.
Yes,
Asking for guidance.
Asking for guidance, and they will guide you, and they will. You can count on them.
Okay.
Okay.
In your recommendation, is there any other service that I should do today that might help guide me more with like work and marriage? I was thinking about numerology.
That's what I was just gonna say. Numerology. Did you see Philip at all?
Not yet.
I
You're
would,
the first person today.
Yeah, I would check in with him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and see what he says about it because he's got a lot of insight too with the numbers.
Okay. Sorry if I'm squeezing.
No,
you.
not at all. I'm probably squeezing your hand too much. Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
You too.
You're a good man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Okay.
Okay.
I've definitely made a lot of mistakes, but I'm trying to keep up with
Yes.
the positive vibrations
Yes.
and
Good.
like always looking at the good in people
Yes.
and trying to be my best.
Yes. And that's what's gonna continue to propel you forward.
Got it.
Yeah.
You know, like my previous work situation, I felt like I was doing so much good there, and then I felt like somewhere along the road, they didn't care about me, and that really bugged me. And I felt like I was starting to my vibrations started to decrease, and I felt like I wasn't good enough. And it was a lot of it was psychological for me, and I was like, I'm starting to get my confidence back.
Good.
But
You should have your confidence. You're a good healer, and just keep that in your mind.
okay,
And then you can, again, keep asking the angels for the signs, and the signs for that too, to remind me of who I am.
got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Cool.
good.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
it was nice to meet you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Can I give you a hug or do
Oh,
you do that?
absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Wonderful soul.
Yes, thank you. You are too.
Keep
You are
doing,
too.
keep doing your thing. Don't give
Okay.
up either. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, your energy's awesome. I'm
Oh,
sure. I'm
thank
sure
you.
you have to figure out ways to keep up your energy with putting out so much for others.
Oh, no, actually, this so much feeds me. You wouldn't believe it. I get such a high from this.
Cool.
At night, I go home.
I
buzzing.
believe it actually because I get the same thing from treating people.
I bet you do.
Yep.
Yes.
I'll come
same
home,
thing.
I'm on 100.
I
and
know.
My wife would be like, I'm so sleepy. I'm like, sorry, I just had such a good
I
day.
know. That's exactly how I feel. Exactly.
Great.
You
I'm
just
happy
get so
for you.
fed with it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Big
it's
time.
very good. And then you know you're doing the right thing, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and, you know, the thing with money for me is I never had a lot. At one point I was doing okay and then it dipped a little bit, but I've never really been driven or
Yeah.
inspired by
The money, me neither.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And but I want to also say, hey, why not attract it into my life and say that it's okay to be prosperous
It
and wealthy
absolutely is.
financially
Absolutely.
and do
is.
both, heal
Absolutely.
and do well.
Absolutely. And I think that's going to happen out here.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what's going to happen out here.
excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they said anyway.
And as soon as you brought up the
Investments.
investments, that resonated with me,
Uh-huh.
and then the Archangel Michael,
Michael.
I felt that presence as soon as you said it.
Good.
Like I feel like, man, I'm good now. I got
Yeah.
someone who's got my back.
He
That's
does.
more powerful than anything else.
Yes, absolutely.
It gave me goosebumps.
Oh, good. that's
Man.
when you know the angels are there. Let me tell you, the goosebumps, they call them angel bumps. Very good. I'm glad you said that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you feel the goosebumps, that's angel bumps.
Thank you. It was
Yes.
so worth seeing you.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you've gotten to meet you.
Likewise.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
having
you.
a hard time reading you. But you got things to do.
I might. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if there's anybody out there.